FIFA 20 Ultimate Scream has now been released on FIFA 20 Ultimate Team, and like we did kind of expect, the market has gone down a little bit, but it was only for a few hours. Currently, when I'm making this video, it has gone right back up, and I'm going to be explaining in this video how the market is going to be working. We can now clearly see on the market that we have different tiers of players that are fluctuating at different times to higher tier cards, so I'm going to be explaining all of that in this video, and also in the future, next week, how we can actually profit from knowing this knowledge, of course, that the market did go down for a few hours, because we are going to get once again another batch of 11 Ultimate Screen players released next Friday on actually the 25th of October, so that's going to be very interesting as well. So just before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure that you do subscribe. I'm going to be making lots more videos just like this one, trading and investing, how to make coins, and also about the market, when it's going to go up, when it's going to go down, how to of course tell when it is gonna when to kind of like buy and sell your team, so that of course that you can make coins from your team and you don't actually lose any coins whilst doing so as well. So taking a look now, like I was mentioning, EA Sports released some very nice content, which is why a bit after on from 6 PM, it was kind of like at 6 PM, but mainly also like 6:30, 7 o'clock, we did see quite a lot of panic on the transfer market. Even higher class players, for example Longley from Barcelona, there are loads of other cards, Lacazette, and there was kind of like middle class players as well, middle tier, kind of like Rashford, Lucas Moura, those type of players were kind of dropping. For example, Longley did drop to 115k, and now if we just go and take a look at his price, I already know he's recovered to around, he always goes to around 130. It's actually, it's Longley, but it's pronounced with an A. But anyway, going over here, of course, checking around, it's around 130k, and the reason he has gone up so much, we were talking about this before as well, is because more people now are upgrading their teams, and they do want better players, such as this guy Longley, of course, very nice. He's got also very nice links, French, and also from La Liga, Barcelona, very strong club, can link to Varane with a perfect link. Also, there is, of course, Lucas Hernandez over to the Bundesliga. There is so many different options that you can do. Also, Sissoko, one to watch in Ndombele that we got untradable from weekly objectives. There's just so many possibilities with this guy, which is why he is going up so much. And there is also a few other players that are increasing just like him, and for example, he's the perfect example. Knowing this, knowing the knowledge of today, right now, of course, if you are interested in kind of like what happened with the market, it did drop a bit. For example, this guy went down to 115k, so that's 15,000 coins dropped in the space of only a few hours. This was literally 30 minutes because of the panic. And next week Friday, on the 25th of October, whenever you're watching this video, of course, just make sure you check your calendars. 25th, this is when we're going to get another batch of 11 Ultimate Screen players, and there's going to be the same amount of panic, and we should see Longley again drop down to 115k, and he will rise back up to around 130. Right now he's around kind of like 125, but you can lazy list him for 130. He will sell, so that is already, of course, around 10,000 coins profit after tax, maybe even a bit more. So that is going to be very good if you can do that. Maybe, of course, the problem is he is quite expensive, so you cannot, for example, buy a load of him and just sell a load of him, because most of us might not have that many coins. But if I did buy and sell him, I would probably make in 30 minutes just around 10k profit, which is not too bad at all. And if you do have, of course, a million coins, you can turn that into 150k. And pretty much what you do need to know about the market right now, if you were interested to buy your team, the perfect time would have been around, of course, 6:30, when, of course, there was quite a bit of panic. It wasn't actually a market crash, because it was just going back up. It was just a few players that were selling them because there was hype around all of the new players. Of course, if we take a look, there were these SBCs as well. A lot of, for example, if you're maybe it's from your favorite club, you're a Liverpool fan, you might want to do this Milner. Also, if you're a big fan of La Liga, you might want to do this Navas. Also, people are doing these SBCs, perhaps packing good things and listing them up on the transfer market. So that's why the market did drop a bit. And of course, the pure just panic from all of these huge cards being released. Aguero, Ibra is a huge one, Rodriguez, all of these stats have been boosted a lot, and we did also have the weekly objectives. So there's lots of content which did make the market drop, and we are going to see the exact same thing happen next week Friday. So definitely go and take a look at that, and make sure, of course, that you are going to be making coins from that. And I keep mentioning it now every single video. It's definitely a very important thing you do want to be aware of. Players like Zaha, Vardy, Inaki Williams, even we are seeing kind of Lucas Moura and Rashford. You might be seeing they're not really rising that much. I was a bit surprised. They're definitely rising a lot less now because players are going for those higher class, higher tier players. Now they are looking at the Lacazette. Some of them might be looking at Son. Everyone is pretty much now looking to upgrade their teams. They no longer want to use like Lucas Moura, Rashford in their teams. They are now looking on to better things. So definitely keep that in mind. And if it's an easily replaceable card with loads of other options, be very careful because they're most likely going to decrease in price over time now, and they are actually going to stay down. So just to summarize this video, definitely look at next Friday if you can pick up some cards for cheap when they do actually drop. I did see pretty much everyone was dropping at least 5,000-10,000 coins that are needed, of course, for Weekend League, have high demand, and it is very important to actually realize that higher tier players, for example Lacazette, players like Son, even like extremely high tier like Messi, they are going to continue to go up now. They are not going really down anytime soon. Even when the market goes down a bit, they don't really drop too much because a lot more people are now looking to upgrade their teams, and lower tier players, for example, like I was mentioning, kind of Rashford and Lucas Moura, but mainly players like Zaha, Inaki Williams, you're definitely going to see them dropping now quite a lot. And if you do have any of those cards, it's definitely a good idea to get out on them. If you guys do need any other help, definitely DM me on Twitter or Instagram. You can also comment down below and I'll try my best to get back to you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate all of your support and I will see you guys next time.